Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nishan,
It's your boy Caleb, man.
and you are watching Winning in Life.
And today we have a special guest. Go ahead and introduce the guest.
Me?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Introduce myself.
Yes, introduce yourself.
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm Yassin. I am Caleb's friend for a long time now. And I just graduated USF with computer science. And I own a couple of businesses.
Yes, man. This is the guy right here.
No talk.
This is a high value man right here.
Appreciate it.
He's a great guy, man. For real, man. This is our new location is actually because of him. So I want to give a big thank you.
No talk,
shout
man.
out to
Thank
him,
you
man.
for sure, man.
You're a great guy, for
Yeah,
real.
no problem at all, bro.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
All right, man. Let's get into today's episode.
All right.
So we got quite a few topics here. So you guys know AI is kind of getting a little crazy right now.
Right.
So we know that AI, is kind of going crazy. Some people are afraid of it. Some people think that it's, going to replace our jobs, going to replace everything. We don't need you anymore. You're fired. We got this robot. What do you guys think?
I think that's going to be a bit tough. It's just going to create more jobs that are in different fields. It's like, I don't think it's really going to take over because, like, let's say we create AI. Now that it's kind of more in need of, like, software developers to develop the AI.
Right.
Wow.
So you're going to need people to kind of maintain it. And I'm not so sure. Like, me, for example, I wouldn't trust it blindly. So I would need someone to, like, review it. So I guess maybe it would require less work from, like the human force. But maybe it's like, because it's computerized, so now you can trust it a little bit more. There is no more like input error. There's no more like, hey, I put a 1 instead of a 0 or something. It's computerized. That error is way less now. So I think that's possibly gonna happen. I don't think it's just gonna, eliminate jobs. It's just gonna create different jobs.
Wow, that's a good point.
That's really good. I didn't think about that either.
Wow. Personally, I really agree with creating different jobs because it's all about adjusting. With you don't adjust, you're gonna get left behind.
Yeah,
It sucks.
Sure, yeah.
Right.
And that's everything in life. Like you were saying earlier for our older podcast, even some people still don't want to use a cell phone.
Yes.
You are getting left behind.
Yeah, there's
bro.
no more home phones and there's no more pay phones on the highway. You don't have to have the pay phones or whatever. Like you're gonna get left behind. And with AI, I feel like it's gonna help a lot of things, like businesses process things faster. For example, where I currently work at, we actually losing a lot of AI. It makes our job, it cuts like half the load, but it still need us though.
Yeah.
Because with technology, AI is never perfect. Like you said, software developers, they're gonna need more software developers, software engineers, and then so that's me go get a degree in software engineer, software developing, or get certificates.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get that field market, and you're gonna get paid well. So
Right. Yeah, that's perfect, man.
Yeah. And for like small businesses, I feel like that's gonna be beneficial for small businesses.
why is that?
Because a small business, for example, wouldn't be able to, go afford like a certain like consulting company or something, for a specific need. Now they can just use the AI. It's way easier for them to access, and it's like they use it when they need it, like right away. Maybe if it's a small need, I don't need to go hire a whole consulting company and pay, for example, an initial fee or something that they can't afford. So AI would just be beneficial for them right away. Also, maybe making like legal contracts. It's gonna be
Holy
cheaper on them. They can use.
I didn't even think
that.
about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Instead of having people to pay, write them for you,
Yeah.
I can do it all for you.
Exactly, and that's gonna be a lot like, it's gonna be beneficial for them like cost wise, and like quality wise. I would say because maybe if they're cheaping out on it, they're maybe having someone in house just write it. He's doesn't really know the law so well. Then he's just gonna mess up in the contract. For example, writing any of the copywriting material. But an AI, it's kind of experienced in all fields.
That's great. So, I mean, I don't think you can do it now, but let's say, it could possibly in the future, like scan a document that you made and then be like, hey, is this, legal? Is this like up to the standards? And it can say like yes or no. Like that is pretty insane.
That too. And it's gonna be way easier on an AI actually to say that because it has the database of all the laws, for example. It can access that right away and kind of just compare. On a human being, it's gonna be a bit harder. They also have to be very well experienced, and I guess most lawyers are. So that's where like the good ones are, or maybe they're not that experienced, and it's gonna take them a lot of time, maybe comparing with the law, or just miss a couple things.
You know what I realized? There's some people that actually don't know what AI is. So for people that don't know what AI is, can you tell them what
We just went in, man. Go Google it. Go Google it. Come on now.
Use ChatGPT.
Too late now. Artificial intelligence. All right.
If anybody ever seen any sci-fi movie, come on.
Right.
And now essentially there's nothing it can't do, or they say that in the future they're saying that it could replace whole human relationships on the romantic side of things, that you can just have this robotic person that you can talk to,
you can sleep with
somehow
literally that's what they're doing.
And it laughs at all your jokes, just loves you unconditionally, just agrees with everything that you say, that eventually people might prefer. I don't want to do Tinder or anything like that. I'll just talk to this bot. We have great conversations. And, I was curious. I went to try. It's like, let me try one of these chat bots. You can create your own avatar, how they look. So I created a girl, maybe she happened to be my preference, and, we were talking. Bro, it was kind of crazy how it does feel like you're talking to a real person. It's weird. It's weird because it's making these jokes. It's making fun of me. What? How?
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Bro. It's crazy. I was like, yo, you need to stop.
Wow.
I said something like, this is my favorite book. She's like, oh, I should read it. I was like, yeah, it's really good. She's like, oh, I'm reading it right now. I was like, you're lying. Oh, it's so good. I'm like, stop doing that. And then she was like, ha ha, laughing and so like.
You know what I'm thinking now? There's probably gonna be less people populating the earth.
That could be the agenda.
Because
that could be the agenda.
We're not gonna be having relations.
Yeah, they'll
with
just
humans.
die. Yeah, there's hey, here's my wife. She's pixelated.
Right. Because obviously you can't have a baby with pixelated.
Exactly. Well, the metaverse too. The metaverse still a thing. Oh, this is my virtual family. Wow. We had a son.
Dang, that's crazy.
That could, if they think the earth is too populated, they're like, well, let's set up this AI stuff.
And that's a solution for the population.
Yeah, so they'll just die and then not have any kids. It's kind of crazy. I have no idea. I think that for the people who can't find a romantic partner,
give it a shot.
probably. But for the rest of us, we'll probably keep doing the human.
At least it won't ghost you. So I guess that's
That is true. Imagine getting ghosted by an AI. You're down bad.
You're the worst of the worst. You're bad. You're down bad.
I really tried saying bad stuff
to AI.
To the AI. You suck. You're terrible. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. Dang. Don't even stick up for yourself. I said, that's crazy. You should.
You're gonna have a yes man. Yes.
Delete yourself.
I feel like it would be hard to have an argument then.
Yeah. I don't think it'll simulate those. I don't think it'll try to simulate those.
Wow.
Because it's either it's going to win because it's AI, or it won't even do it.
They say that it can learn things about you and bring it up later in conversation because of you saying things to it like, oh, I remember you like this, and I might mention it again. Mm-hmm. It's possible that it might scan you, learn more about your past and history, so it's literally perfect for you, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's.
It's good. If you use ChatGPT now, you can also give it some context. Give it maybe a Wikipedia page, just copy it and paste it, and be like, hey, write me an essay about this. But you give it a Wikipedia page, I guess it already has those details.
Right.
So you really don't need to give it the page. You can just be like, give me an essay on this topic. But even if it's like you got a message or something, you can give it that message and then tell it to reply to this message.
Yo, that's
like
insane.
reply maybe using this and give it a lot of details to use. So like you could actually use it to build your resume.
Yeah, I heard that.
It'd be like, hey, I have these experiences. Now build me a resume, for example, or give me a good description for that job title. It'll do it. If you have some questions coming in, questionnaires from like jobs, give it your whole resume. Just copy and paste your resume. Tell it, hey, this is my resume. Resume, like brackets, copy paste the resume, and then put the question, and then under it, answer this question using my resume.
No way.
And it'll go at it.
You literally barely have to do
insane.
anything. It's like, it said that AI is only limited by our capability to like think or like be creative.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll just come up with the stuff that we tell it to. Now, who knows if it'll be like the Matrix or anything like that, start, replicating and you'll be like, hey, I don't want to deal with you. Right. Or iRobot, shout out to Will Smith. Before 2000 and, whenever he did the slap.
Right.
But yeah, they say it's here to stay, man, if we use it for the right reasons.
Yeah. I mean, ChatGPT is awesome. It's like some days like rely on it a lot that I'm like, what if it goes away? I still can't believe it's free.
Yeah, right.
They say it's still in beta. So I feel like there's definitely no way it's going to stay free. This is, it's like too good to believe.
Yeah.
Too good to be true.
I need to use it. What do you use it for?
Use it, for any like website buildings is very helpful. Any descriptions that I need. Some ideas for like, job postings or answers like this. It's pretty useful.
That's great.
Yeah. I don't know if I can pull it up right now, and when you like ask a question, it'll start it as a conversation. So it'll kind of save all of the questions that you ask it. So I've had like, let me see if I can open it real quick. So you can see some of the stuff that I've been. So like today fun topics for a podcast, and it gave me. I said,
and it just gives you
instantly. So I said, what are some personal growth topics to talk about in a podcast? Boom. Give me 14. I said, can you go deeper into number 6? Boom, it goes deeper into number 6. I also said, list 10 interesting thought-provoking questions. So instead of just a list, it's like, boom, it gave me all these.
Right.
And I used, a couple of them for today's podcast.
Wow.
But, and some of them are really good. I told it to come up with a creative story for me, some Magic Night adventure. I said, yo, come with this story.
Right.
I was like, can you create a short fantasy story with magic and knights? Redo the same story and have Sir Gavin, the person that created, lose the battle at the end with the dragon. Like just crazy stuff like that. And I was like, yo, like it's kind of cool. There's like, it truly is the only thing that'll limit it is like our creativity.
It is. Yeah, it's you gotta know like how to use it, and it has like unlimited power almost,
Yeah.
It does have some limited capabilities, and if you ask it a question, a specific why, it'll be like, hey, AI can't really answer that, but you can like give it all the detail it needs to answer the question. Like just like know how to ask it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just have to be specific with it.
Right. It's all about learning and adapting, like we said. Either you go forward or you get left behind.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
So, Yassin, you're a very determined man. You're achieving a lot of things right now at a young age. And you're very ambitious. So, how did you get started with your businesses?
Businesses, well, you start off as basically, obviously, ideas. And like the first thing that I kind of started was the cryptocurrency mining. that, I, just did a bunch of research. It just, I'm always curious. And whenever I see something, I do a bunch of research. And that's what happened when I first saw Bitcoin, just the word Bitcoin. I was like, what the hell is that? And that was in 2014, I think, or I started 2015. I saw it, I was like, what is that? And, went deeper, went into researching it and everything. I was just reading on it, and they said, hey, mining it. I was like, all right, how do you do that? How do you mine it?
Right.
Looked it up, saw the devices, and went deeper and saw that there are other coins as well that are mineable. And I was like, all right, so this looks like it's something that could make profit. Like, if they do it, then I can do it, and they'll make money. How is it done? I looked at it. I had a PC of my own. That's the second step of it. So the first step was kind of research, or first step is curiosity. Second is research.
Mm-hmm.
Third is to me is testing, and that's what I did. I had
that's a good plan. Research, curiosity, research, and testing.
Yeah,
I like that.
And that's what I did. Test with whatever you have. So that's what I had. I tested it on the my computer. It was one graphics card. It's not gonna make much. I know it ain't gonna make much. I need more power, but at least it's a test. It'll give me, it'll validate my research and what it could do. And I tested it, and I showed it to my dad. And my dad is kind of the key as well. He's very supportive in all of the ideas. And he told me, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get six more graphics card and build a whole it's called mining rig. And that was the kind of second phase of testing. We're testing a little bit on a bigger scale. And that one is profitable. That started making money, and then we got bigger. We got a partner, we got got big investments, and just built a whole farm actually in Tampa. So we had a warehouse, and we built, and we mined, of course, multiple things. This was my first kind of business. And in 2017, it kind of crashed, so kind of stopped it. The partner, with big conflicts, sold the machines and stuff, so.
Wow.
And it was a big crash. I was 17-year-old, made my first $100,000.
Holy crap.
17, but
wow,
that's amazing. It was but it had a big crash and lost it all of it.
Man, so
it was
what?
It's a couple hits, The first hit, the price went down big time. Second hit, the website got hacked, the exchange website, and this was a bad, something not good, a mistake on my end. I kept it on an exchange website instead of what's called an offline wallet, so no one can access it.
Oh yeah.
Exchange website, that whole website got hacked, and a bunch of it got stolen. And once it opened back up, I still had some money. My brother was using my laptop. He downloaded a virus.
No.
The rest of it got stolen. So it just lost everything.
That's tough.
It was at 17.
That's tough. Yo.
How are you feeling? I would have been.
Some people would commit suicide for that.
Facts.
No joke.
Yeah, it was very tough. I was pulling my hair literally, but I got through it. It's a big life lesson. It was a very big life lesson. So kind of took the lessons on with me and tried a couple more things. I tried drop shipping, which kind of taught me a bunch more lessons. Did a bunch of trials, and with drop shipping, there's a lot of money that goes into advertisements. It's not necessarily gonna win, and the market is very saturated. I kind of built the website and just sold it for profit, and kind of left drop shipping for a bit. And after doing drop shipping, it kind of taught me another lesson, is that you will see a lot of videos, people selling courses on what to do and stuff, like drop shipping, for example. You've probably seen some ads for it, right?
Yeah.
So many people selling courses and stuff. And that kind of just gave me a lesson of hey, if something has this many courses around it and stuff, I probably shouldn't touch it. It's gonna be very saturated market. First of all. Second of all, maybe it was good, now it ain't. But the people that are selling the courses, if you're so good at it, then you don't need to sell the course to make more money. You're really good, you're making money, just stay with it. And of course, there's a lot more things that has like kind of these kind of courses that I would stay away from. And then we got into real estate, some like wholesale and flipping houses. But that as well, it's testing phase, and this one was kind of, it's kind of tough, and it does take a lot of time, but it does make like good money. But it just takes so much time and effort. And then in the trucking, got into trucking, it was the same thing. We kind of did a bunch of research. And of course, testing with this is expensive because you buy equipment.
Right.
Right. So it's so the research is way more intensified in it, just because you don't want to make mistakes.
Right.
Wow.
Or major mistakes, because you will make mistakes either way.
Right.
That's gonna happen no matter what. We got in. It was my dad. My dad's the one that also did support me in it, and it was kind of his idea actually. And then like, I had nothing to do with truck. I'm a computer science major, so I had nothing to do with it. It was his idea. We looked into it, and we got the first truck and learned a lot of lessons, because what we got is a hot shot, is what's it called. So it's basically like a Dodge pickup truck with a big trailer behind it. Through experience, we knew that it ain't really worth it as much. Like, I can just go buy a semi. It's the same price because it's a used semi, same price, and surprisingly, it's the same price, the same cost for maintenance, and sometimes less. So it's just better that way. And we got into semis and we got rolling, but there was still a lot of mistakes, a lot of lessons that we learned. And one of the big lessons is, don't believe everything you see online. Big lesson. I kind of, I see it everywhere. And now I take everything with, a grain of salt. Like, hey, they say, hey, hotshot makes $3 a mile, whatever, that's what's it called, the hotshot setup. All right, I'm like, all right, yeah, we got the hotshot, sure, you don't see the $3 a mile. He'll show you the $3, I'll get the $3 a mile like once every, couple of months. It's really good, like, freight,
Right.
But that's what they show you. Yeah, they do get it, but it's like once, and that's the one they make a video on, be like, hey, that's what you'll get. I mean, so they give you kind of part of the truth. That's why it's like they're believable. But once you get in it, you see that it ain't really. But that's with everything. Whatever you see online, sure, take it. It's good information. Those people do have prior experience. They did it. They will not say the truth on everything, but it's still, it gives you an idea.
Right.
Don't follow it exactly and expect exactly the results you get. No, use it as good experience. Sure, yeah, now I have some idea. Now let's go give it a shot and see what I get, because what I get is definitely going to be different no matter what.
Wow.
To everything you just said, I don't know if you noticed, Nishan, but trials and tribulations, you kept failing, and you kept going.
Yeah, real talk.
After that $100,000,
yeah.
I would have been like,
oh man, I know, bro.
Yo, so like, and you're still going at a good rate too. Your foot is on the gas pedal.
Yeah.
So what makes you keep going after all these L's? Well, a lot of things were L's, or lessons. So
it's because it's all lessons, and I'll still learn a lot. There's a lot to learn. I definitely don't know anything in whatever field I was in. I don't know everything about it. I know a lot, sure, but there's still a lot to learn. And what's making me still continue is because now I'm better. Now I have a lot more experiences, and now giving something else a try, I'll be better at it. Something will catch good.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. I know, man. That's going from failure to failure, man, and just keep going. Yeah, that didn't work. Let me, try something else, man. That's awesome, bro. Like, you really have to have like thick skin to keep going. So, you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna work at McDonald's, man. Like, this ain't for me. But like, you know what? This didn't work. And you're learning so much, man. The fact that you learn, yeah, they said this, but take it with a grain of salt. Like, that's invaluable information, because as we know, they're saying that a little bit back to the AI is that you can fake voices now.
Yep.
Yeah.
With it too. And it's like, you really cannot believe what you see. They can generate images. They can, they might be able to generate videos of the president hitting a random lady in the head with a baseball bat. Oh my gosh, he'd be like, wait, I didn't do that. He goes to jail for the rest of his life. And it's like, you can't.
Yeah, exactly. And like those videos, I mean, their main goal is to get views, and people to watch them. So they'll say what people want to hear.
That's how the media is. Well, mainstream media.
Yeah, exactly.
The news reporters, whatever, they would lie about anything to get views on their channels. You know what I mean? Like, or they would keep talking bad about a certain thing or certain person just so because people love negativity.
Exactly.
They like the celebrity drama, the celebrity breakup, celebrity divorce.
Oh my god.
Let's watch the Kardashians.
Selena, Justin Bieber.
Oh, he got cheated on. Oh my god, just talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
people have nothing better to do.
I was about to say that. Me, like, when I'm online, I really don't. I see people arguing all the time online in comments. I just don't have time. I'm just too focused and busy. Like, if you're getting where you need in life, you just don't have time to be gearing towards negativity. And that's why I say, like, I see you on a good path, and you just keep grinding.
Yeah, real talk, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Yeah, it gets tough, but the thing is, like, never let anything let you down. There is a lot of downs. There's a lot of downs, but there are ups too.
And nothing great comes easy in life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's one thing too is like a lot of people compare. Like, hey, me being rich, I gotta be like. You look at Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or any of the famous people, but first of all, they didn't have it easy to. Maybe not. Some did. I mean, they say, I'm not so sure. Elon Musk, I mean, his parents had money, right? So he didn't necessarily have it easy, but it was way easier than other people. But they compared. But there are other rich people, like a lot that you don't know about.
Right.
Like, I don't really have to compare myself to these people. Like, hey, some people will think it's hard to be, to have that much money because they think that only the famous people are rich.
Right.
But there's a lot more. I mean, go drive around, look at, you'll see Lamborghini dealerships. It's a dealership, it's still open and stuff. So this dealership ain't open just, for the rich people, the famous people in Florida, for example. No, there is a lot more. Go drive in your neighborhood, you'll see some Lambos and stuff, people you've never seen in your life. So this like opens up, your mind. Like,
right.
Anyone can be, and like there's a lot of people that are.
Wow. That's good.
Do you think that the question I had is like, do you think success and happiness are like mutually exclusive? Or like, can you have one without the other?
Success and happiness?
Yeah.
Can you have one without the other? Can you be happy without success, and can you be successful without being happy?
Yeah.
I feel like if you're happy, you're successful in a way. So like, as in like the word success, I feel like, yeah, sure, but if you are happy, then you did succeed. You got where you are, But like, as in like money, for example, it's not necessarily. There is a lot of people that like have limits. Like not everyone wants to be rich, for example, like extremely rich, and it's fine. We respect it. Sure, he wants to have like comfortable, stable life or whatever. A lot of people are like that. Sure, they'll be happy like that because they achieved what they got. So they don't necessarily, they're not necessarily rich, and as they're successful in their own way, they think they're, they are successful because that's what they want. So they did succeed in what their goals were.
So it depends. Like, it's something you have to define.
It's up to your own definition.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of successful people that are miserable because they don't have enough friends or real family, and there's a lot of happy people. They're fine with their whatever they're doing.
30,000 a year, man.
Yeah, some of them are happy with that. Their minimum wage job. They have a happy wife. Happy family.
He didn't want to say the same,
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life.
Nah.
Just happy family.
Happy family. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Man, I think I'm a little tired too.
Yeah, we've been.
Man, like for us, like to success for us, we're like, wow, we'd have like $1 million, but for them, that wasn't success. Maybe they got our definition, but they still didn't get their definition. And maybe they thought it was that. Maybe they thought it was that too. And then they got it and like, oh, I've been chasing this for, 5, 10, 15 years, finally got it. And, I'm still not happy. What's going on is that, you really have to define what's really important to you, not what society says. Like if you have needs that are so unique to each and every one of you, but somebody, as your grown up, says, screw all that. Here's what you really need. Oh my gosh, you're right. I really do need that. I do need the Lambo and the mansion and da-da-da-da. Then you go get it and you're like, yo, what the heck? Why am I not, happy?
Happy, yeah.
Because they told you, but it's unique to everyone.
Exactly, yeah. Success is unique to every person.
Right.
I mean, like you said, yeah, it's to me, he looks successful, but he's successful under my definition of success, not his definition.
Yeah.
And if you're not happy within, how do you expect to be happy outward? How do you expect to be happy with anyone else, whether in your relationship, friendships? You have to be happy within, and you have to love yourself within. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you define happiness, your own happiness. I mean, and your success.
We'll talk, man. Say, do you think we have free will? For all of us, or do you think that everything's kind of predetermined?
Like at birth, like predetermined, like.
I feel like it's kind of like both. It is free will and it is predetermined, but it is still free will. You still make your own, choices. Right,
that is true. You can't say, oh well.
Yeah, you can't really be like it's predetermined. I'm gonna sit back and hey, if it's no, you have to do, and that is in like a Muslim and in my religion, it says it like, yes, stuff is kind of predetermined and everything is written for you, but you cannot sit back and be like, it's written for me. I'm gonna get it anyway. No, you have to do. You have to actually do.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's because we're Christians, we believe in the Bible, and in the Bible, faith without works is dead. Is dead.
Yeah.
So, faith, yeah, you believe, but work.
Yeah. Yeah. Just believe and sit back.
Oh, God's gonna give me 100,000.
Yeah. But I also feel like it's also predetermined because when it's your time to die, it's your time to die. You can't be like, I have free will to die at 180 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have free will to get up in the morning and go put in that work. Go take care of your family. Go make that bread. Go make that money.
Yeah,
exactly.
Go work out. But yeah, I agree too. I think, each and every one of us have like a plan, but I think that it's up to us to really fulfill that. Like we can have all the potential in the world, but if we don't, like you said, do something about it, then it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to know that, whatever you believe, that somebody has something out there for each and every single one of us. But, free will is also a really good thing. And it's still up to us to be like, okay, let's go out and do what we need to do.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't want. Now, if you like the predetermined plan or not, maybe that's another conversation. Sometimes I'm like, hey,
No, but it's like what I believe in, and it's written for us, is that stuff is like God knows what's best for you, right? And even if I really wanted something so bad, but I didn't get it, I'm gonna be upset, for example, but it's what's best for me. If I'm a real believer and I'm following everything, this is what's best. If this didn't happen, I didn't get it, it's what's best for me, and God knows best. I don't know what could happen. Maybe I wanted to get that car, for example, wasn't able to. God knows best. Well, who knows? Like maybe if I got this car right when I exit the dealership, Big Sam would come and take me out.
Wow.
For example, I don't know, but He knows best, so I gotta trust that
Wow.
Sure, I didn't. The outcome is not what I wanted, but it is what is best for me.
Wow.
You know, I saw a quote the other day. God's rejection is God's redirection.
Mm.
You know, you mean you was like, oh, I got rejected from the job, but he probably has something better in line for you. You know,
Wow.
Yeah.
or
True.
you know,
That's true. This is yeah.
you know, as guys that like women, we're heterosexual here, right? You like women?
Yeah.
Okay. She rejected you, but this one better on the way. The relationship didn't work out. This a greater one on the way.
Facts.
You
Yeah.
know?
True,
I know
yeah.
that too well.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, man? Yo, that relationship was great, man. What happened? A year later, oh, that's why.
That's why, exactly, yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll be asking God like, why? Come on, you know? And especially when you feel like you're doing your best, or the world is on you, on your pressure, on your back. But you know, He's just waiting to take it off you, that burden.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just gotta let go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's really good, man. You just gotta let go. I think it's like when you have free will, it's so weird. It's like, what's the point of having free will if things are predetermined, you know?
Wow.
Because you can kind of, in a sense, like reject your destiny. You know, you'd be like, no, wait a second, I don't want that. Like, you have a plan, but at the same time, like, you have to let go. Like, free will is only there for us to let go of our own free will, if that makes sense, which is crazy, which
It's
is
complicated.
It's super complicated. Like, and like, I have trouble with that. Like, you have a plan for me, but I'm like, yo, I want to do my own thing. You know, I want to do it this way. And yet, like, at some point, you just have to, you know what? Maybe I just got to let go of that and trust God.
Yeah.
And that's hard.
Wow, that's very good, man. That was a great question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let go and
I
let
like
go and let God. That's the phrase.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was so like that.
Yeah.
So in your life, you know, you are a very busy man and stuff like that. How do you get disciplined to do? How do you get motivated and disciplined to do what you have to do every day? Because you know you're juggling a lot of things right now.
Yeah, there's a lot, but
And what is your motivation?
getting motivated is just, I don't know. It's just you know, just because I'm determined, I feel like I just have to. It's
It's a must.
my motivation is like it's a must.
Hmm.
I have to, you know, work for this and get that and, you know, do the work. There is a lot of things, you know, that'll, of course, let me down and stuff, you know, getting, you know, even if I'm making any, like, calls, for example, rejections and stuff, be like, oh, giving up on one thing, I'll give up on this. But, you know, it's just, why just, like, kind of take a break, be like, all right, tomorrow's a new day, you know. Let's get back at it again.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Mm.
That's a good mindset to have. Today may be bad, but tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
That's
about
kinda-
you? What about you, sir?
Oh no, I was gonna go off of
Okay.
what you guys were saying is you know, I told you what happened on Tuesday. Something with a girl.
Oh yeah,
You know, yeah.
is it the chat robot?
Yeah, I don't think they
no.
can break hearts yet.
But what if you could hack into other people's and just make them break their heart?
Bro,
That's
I feel
evil.
like some people will do that.
Probably.
evil.
But I don't got no
It's
time to
evil,
do that,
bro. I know, bro. Like they already down bad. They gotta talk to a
Right.
freaking AI.
Facts. Facts.
No, but you know, I wasn't feeling good because you know, I was having this conversation with somebody and it was just not good. I did not feel good, and I woke up. And you know, just something about sometimes like a new day, just like, you know what, who cares what happened yesterday or the day before? It really is a new day. Let's go after it.
Yeah,
Let's go get
exactly.
it.
I look at it as, you know, a lot of things break. You just turn it off and on again. That's what you do. You know, you go to sleep, you turn
Wow.
off and on again. You know,
Hey,
it's-
man.
it gets different.
Yeah, it fixed a lot of my PlayStation 2 problems. I'm just like,
Oh, you still got a PlayStation? Oh, you're back then.
that'd be cool, but my brother sold all my games.
Yeah, you know you can make a lot of more money with it now. 'Cause
Just
you know
don't go to
they're-
GameStop.
Oh, terrible.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
you
like-
know how GameStop be doing?
Yeah,
it,
get
bro?
like 5 cents,
$1,
bro.
bro. Something I bought for like $50.
Bro, we sold like a lot of our games. They give us like $13. There's a lot of
Ripped
our
off,
games.
man. That's
We were
what
like,
ripped
yo,
off.
what? You see the video? I think it was RDC World. It's like, yo, this is the Nintendo Switch. This just came out this week. That would be $12.
Well, you got better chance at eBay or something. Craigslist. I don't know who uses Craigslist, but
Right, man, you got better chance recycling it.
Like, bro, I feel like the IRS will do you better. You know, taxes, bro.
shout out to our IRS, pay your taxes. Y'all should sponsor me.
Oh man, how do we deal with the uncertainty and unpredictability of life and find meaning and purpose in the face of adversity? So like, how do you guys deal with uncertainty and unpredictability? I mean, obviously you
Just keep it going.
yeah, bro, but it's really hard.
Yeah, it's a lot of risks. You know, there's a lot of risks that you gotta take, but you know, you try to, you know, make the best calculated, try to calculate it and all, but you don't always get the best outcome. You know, it's always different, but you tried, and now even if it's not a good outcome, now you gained that experience. You know, like, all right, now I know, but a lot of stuff you just have to, you know, trust God and see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, it's a lesson. It's what's best for you. If it does, and still thank God either way. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to add to that.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, trust God, man, and learn from your mistakes. Because it's
get back up. Get back up every single time. You said hard work beats talent. You can be the most talented person in the world, but if you're not because a talented person, they can be lazy. You know what I mean?
that's true.
Yeah. But you can be a hardworking person that's not as talented, but you keep showing up every single time, every single day, to the storm, to the struggles, because that's when you're really tested. Yeah. And the person who passed the test, you know, he's the one that kept going, he or she.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, we don't know our future. But the thing we can do right now, trust God and keep working hard.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Have you ever? So we know you have, but you know, actually for Caleb, like, have you ever been in a season of like absolute uncertainty? And you're like, yo, I don't know what's gonna happen next.
Of course, especially when I had like huge job transition. Like, yo, am I gonna get this job? Like, you know, am I gonna be stuck in the same position? Because you know, before I got my position, so many no's. I'm not even exaggerating. I get at least 100 no's, and that's no exaggeration. Every single day, applying at least 3 jobs a day. No. I'm like, yo, I can't stay in the same position because I knew my purpose, but like, I didn't have any other side hustles going on either. And, you know, right now I have side hustles. I'm like, yo, this ain't doing it for me. You know what I mean? Because especially I want a better lifestyle. I mean, obviously, I'm grateful I have my parents that are willing to help me, but I'm a man. I gotta get it on my own. I gotta grind.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nobody coming to save me. And that uncertainty, just like, dang, you come home sad, like, you know, waking up sad.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's the worst feeling ever. You know what I mean? But thankfully, you know, because I easily, after like the 10th no, I could have been like, no.
Yeah. What else?
I'm done.
But I just knew. First of all, ain't no way I went to college for no reason. Cause I'm like, yo, I got this degree. If I don't get a job in my field, I wasted my time and stuff. I could have been doing other stuff. Ain't no way. I'm like, I got this degree for some reason. I gotta do myself. Yeah. That was one of the reasons why I kept going. But also, you know, I also wanted a better pay and better salary, and I'm grateful.
I mean, that's the main reason you got the degree too. You know, it's, you know, you go ahead and
yeah. So, but you know, I kept pushing and pushing. Finally got to the position, and then when I got my full-time job, I was also able to, because you know, I'm at a point where that I never want to stop. I always want to keep going, and I was also able to research other side hustles that I have going on. So I'm like, okay, you know, it's only up from here. You know? Yeah. But yeah, that period was terrible. What about you?
I'm
Or
sure you
you
had to trust God through that too, man.
What happened?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you had to trust
Oh
God
yeah, I
through
had
that
to.
too.
Like, yo, man, come on, man. I'm like, yo, I'm not out here selling drugs. I'm trying to be a good, honest citizen. Come on, man. I'm a okay guy. You know, I'm not out here doing drugs. What about you guys?
Good.
Well, you kind of said, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
all the businesses and
Yeah, a
stuff.
lot
Oh
of
yeah.
stuff, especially
Soul
the
crushing,
cryptocurrency. You know that.
Bro,
Yeah,
imagine losing $100,000. Bro.
that's soul
I
crushing.
mean, that kind of it taught me a lesson. Don't really want to deal with crypto. You know.
Are you done? So you
Crypto
you
or
done?
stocks, I'm all good.
Wow.
Yeah, anyone come ask me, you know, because I was the crypto guy, you know, ask me for any advice. I'm like, I ain't giving you none, bro. I don't know nothing. You're all good. It's because what if I give him an advice, you know, be like, all right, this coin looks good or whatever, invest in it or something. And second day, it just goes down. I don't want to be any part of the blame.
Yeah.
And like, I don't give any advice on that. So yeah, that's why I kind of stay away from it. Crypto or stocks, really, kind of. It's just my thing. I feel like it's just high risks.
When you've been burned by the fire, you don't even want to get close. So yeah, no, I feel you on that.
What about you, sir?
And there's been plenty of times, man, where I was like, what am I gonna do? Whether it's like a job, or breakup, or my mom passing away, and I was, super. I don't know what else to say other than like random, like
Wreck?
no random, or like she was here and then 2 weeks later she's gone. It's like, well, that was like, super random. Like out of all the things that could have happened. But I think, the things that really kept me going, just the people around me for sure. Every single time that I'm in like a crazy situation, I got to talk to somebody. Hey, yo, what's going on? When I got fired, I talked to my mom. I talked to Jonathan. My mom passed away. I talked to my friends. I was hanging with my friends a lot. When, going through a breakup, called my friends, That's just... I think, whenever something crazy happened, I was just being able to rely on those people to like help you through it. And of course, trusting God too. Even though there have been points in my life where like, I don't even want to trust you anymore because like, why did you let this happen? And then a year later, you're like, I understand why you let this happen. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to say I had to apologize because I was like, you can only see so far with your own vision, but he can see everything. So it's like,
true.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, you want to do the...
Yeah. So, wait, actually, I got one more thing. So, what does your daily habits look like? Do you have a morning routine and a nighttime routine? Because, I'm pretty sure you have a schedule.
Yeah.
Because, you're a busy man. So, how does your routine look like?
Don't really have much of a routine as much because with my work sometimes it's different every day since I'm like business owner. Everything is different and you basically work 24/7. So and kind of make my own schedule, but then sometimes it's like I have to be up at 8, for example, and gotta do things, or sometimes you're like, I don't have to be up at 8 and sleep the whole day. But like the thing that is in my like every day that I gotta do is like the prayers. I have like 5 prayers a day. That's the main thing.
Respect.
Yeah, and I've tried to put a kind of a routine myself before Ramadan started. It kind of changed a little bit of things because now I'm fasting the whole day. But before that, I wake up at like 5:30 or 6 a.m. do my first prayers. Come to the office, do my work, go to the gym, work out, and then go home.
Oh, actually, that's important. You said gym. How important is taking care of your physical? How does that play a part in your mental and your work life? Because, a lot of times when we're feeling down or we got so much stressed out, firstly, I just take it out in the gym. So how does that play a part in your life?
It does. For me, though, unfortunately, I didn't really put the gym as much of a, priority. I was like, food is here. I take it out on food. But no, I mean, after like going to the gym, you do feel it. You do feel way better about yourself. You feel like you're healthier, and mentally you feel better. And a lot of days I actually go to the gym with a headache and thinking a lot and just kind of stressed out. But after I work out, I feel better. Like for some reason that headache goes away and not much stressed out anymore. And repeat the second day. Get the headache again, be stressed out, go to the gym.
Wow, that's awesome. Also, that was just amazing. I just feel like, taking care of yourself, you should take care of yourself in all areas in life, whether it be mentally, spiritually, financially, having a budget or physically, and, just to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
So like that. But, yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, always know like God is watching at all times, and always like treat people how you want to be treated. And that's how I view it. So
wow, we need more kindness in the world, for real.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, in my work, the area where I work, trucking, I see a lot of,
I heard it's pretty
not
tough.
Nice.
Yeah, I bet.
And
They don't care, man.
no, they don't. No, especially you're I got the truck on the road, right? I got a breakdown, for example, in God knows where, like Utah, for example. I'm most likely never gonna pass that exact same spot again where I'm gonna break down. Broke down, call a mechanic. They're heartless. Most of them are heartless, bro. They know I'm stranded. Yeah, they know I'm stranded. All right, yeah, we'll go over there, fix it for you, and upcharge me like, a lot.
Wow.
And they don't care. Got once a tow bill, right? Because there was an accident and had to get towed. The cops called the tow company. They showed up. Tow company called, kind of got the trailer out and the truck. Truck didn't need to get towed. The trailer was stuck though, and they need to get it out, and it had to get towed. It was damaged. They called me. They're like, "All right, bill is $18,000. You pay it now, or we're taking the truck." I'm like, "What? $18,000?" They're like, "Yep." So they upcharged the hell out of it, and they were the towing company that the cops called. I called another company that had the right equipment and was gonna be cheaper. They showed up too. And then the one that the cops called kind of showed up first, and then they ended up subcontracting the one I called for the equipment.
What?
And I had to be billed by them.
So you paid?
Yeah.
So the one they self-crashed it.
Yo, that's
I ain't gonna lie, that
tough,
sounds evil
bro.
right there.
It is.
Yo, are you okay, man? Oh my god.
Yo, is your mental good? You still here, man?
Yeah,
Dang.
real talk.
Well, you've been to
Yo.
a lot of BS with your
Man, I'm
businesses.
thinking my struggles, man. Dang.
Nah, man, I
hear
respect
about
it,
your
man.
Story, man. Yo, that's.
Well, okay. You know what? How do you keep a good mental? I mean, we said God,
Yeah.
but is there any other things that you do to be insane besides going to the gym and don't go crazy? Because I'm like, dang, bro. Like, wow.
Yeah, that's it. Just God and know that it will be better, Just our experiences. And I mean, now I know a lot of,
And at such a
cops in
young
the
age,
scene be
too.
like,
You got wisdom.
yeah, exactly. Be like, now the cops show up, be like, don't call no one. I already called someone, Give them a heads up. Like, it's just a lot of experiences that I wouldn't have gotten nowhere. I wouldn't have read online, really.
Wow.
Hey.
That's amazing.
Now for our very last question, let's say somebody's struggling out there, he's a young man, and he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to get through it. What advice would you give him?
Just, I guess follow your curiosity if you're curious, and you want to be somewhere. Just, do a lot of research. I mean, that's kind of what I did, and that's what led me to, a bunch of stuff. And, like, every day I get new business ideas, but, like, I already have a lot on my plate. I'm not going to do any others. But it's just, there's money everywhere, and if you want to do something and you put it in your mind, you will do it. There's, like, in this country, for example, the resources are unlimited. There is no way you wouldn't be able to do it.
It's called the land of opportunity for a reason.
It is, yes. And a lot of people don't know it. They're like, oh, we're stuck in the matrix or whatever. No, it's if you put your mind to something, you'll be able to do it. You're able to achieve it.
And then you can keep winning in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, no one's come to save you. There's no excuses. And just keep winning, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Hey man, thank you for coming on the podcast, man.
Thank
You
you.
really
Hey,
had
no
some
problem.
wisdom,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Yeah. With that being said, guys, we're going to keep winning in life.